Four walls talking to you, telling you you gone. Only I didn't cry cause it's feeling for my bro.
YSL is a music label and a gang, and you have personal knowledge that members or associates of YSL have committed crimes in furtherance of the gang.
Yes, ma'am.
You were present when law enforcement officers stopped a vehicle in which you were present along with Jeffrey Williams, wherein hydrocodone, methamphetamines, and a firearm were recovered. These items did not belong to you.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, just like 6ix9ine, do you think he has a career ahead of him in rap? Gunna?
Probably in another country or something. I don't think so. Not out here because Weezy out of here. You heard Weezy say, you're a rat. Weezy out of here.
Yeah,
Everybody who you wanted to...
That's his producer.
That's who made all the hits.
Yeah. That made all the hits.
Weezy out of here.
I was shocked when I woke up to that shit. I'm like, what the fuck? It gotta be a fake page.
So you're not trying to use it for promo?
For what?
Do you believe that Gunna told?
That man, I don't sit up and play games, man. That man told. You should have went in there and kept your mouth closed. I never I'm following. I don't know. I never why I didn't. I don't know. I just don't take Instagram and all that shit type serious. But if you a rat, you a rat. And if you rewind this clip a little bit, I looked into the camera and I told you, if you a rat, I hate you. Cause I love Thug.
I know you heard I've been pulling up pressing these niggas who claiming I read it.
They got a lot of gunners in this sewer. We in New York City. I see about 3 gunners right now. One just went under the sewer.
Oh my goodness.
One just went under the sewer. Go find them. They all over here.
He just implicated YSL being so now he's home, right?
I'm always willing to bet with any rapper, if they keep Young Thug locked up 6 more months in the conditions he in, he'll tell to get out of jail too. They keep him 6 more months, he'll tell to get out of jail too.
Look, give me some McDonald's. When you come back, I might remember something. Can you do that?
Oh yeah. Big Mac, fries, Coke.
Yeah.
Done.
I think that was smart, Gunna. I'm a Gunna fan now. I'm gonna tell.
In the rap game, there are certain ways to get yourself ousted by the community. You can get into a feud that you don't win, and thus you prove you don't have the chops to make it. You can spend all your time insulting people instead of trying to make good music, which didn't work for 6ix9ine on multiple levels. And then of course, there's the biggest faux pas. What's that? Snitching. If you snitch in the rap game, you're as good as done. And for the rapper Gunna, he's got a dark cloud hanging over him, as many people debate whether he snitched on his fellow YSL crew or not. And he took time in his new album to discuss that. We'll break it down for you, but first be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell icon so you never miss an upload from us. And with that being said, let's get straight into the video. Let's start with the releases that spurned many reactions. Gunna recently shared the comeback song Bread and Butter, and he's now released A Gift and a Curse, his first new album since he was released from jail in December after pleading guilty to 1 count of conspiracy to violate Georgia's Racketeer Influenced and Corrupt Organizations Act, aka RICO charges. Gunna was arrested in May 2022 as part of a sweeping indictment that charged him, Young Thug, and other members of the Young Stoner Life YSL collective of conspiracy to violate the RICO Act. A month after his arrest, the rapper released a statement in which he said he was being falsely accused. He was released from jail in December after entering an Alford plea, meaning that he pleaded guilty to the one charge while maintaining his innocence on that same charge as a form of self-preservation. Young Thug remains incarcerated as he awaits trial on the charges against him. More on that later. The best thing about this new comeback song and then the album that followed was that Gunna was trying to do everything he could to downplay the rumors about him snitching, but as to whether it worked or not, you'd have to ask the community. But if you ask Gunna, his loyalties have never been clearer. Confronting the rumors. To get it out of the way, yes, Gunna does address the high-profile YSL RICO case and the implications of his early release quite often on the project. There isn't one specific song that references the case, rather these lines are sprinkled throughout A Gift and a Curse. On Rodeo Drive, he says he's confronted those who are referring to him as a snitch, rapping, "I know you heard I've been pulling up press in these who claiming I ratted. Say I did it and I swear that I ain't did it." He raps on payback. later seeming to rebuke the concept of RICO charges altogether. Motherfuck the system, trying to give us all a sentence. Certain songs like I Don't Know No More fixate heavily on the fallout, as well as the 7 months he spent incarcerated. Took months without no syrup, ain't no more codeine in my liver. He raps, implying that his time in jail helped him rid his body of the addictive substance, which is obviously a positive thing that hopefully Gunna appreciates. Elsewhere on the song, he's rapping more opaquely about relationships turned frosty, which will surely fuel endless online speculation. We burned the bridge and cut the ties and forever apart, and I know there'll be a time you really show who you are, he says wistfully on the album outro. On lead single Bread and Butter, Gunna labels a former friend a hypocrite for bashing him, but being closely tied to someone with a history of cooperating with authorities. You switched on me when you know you in business with a rat, and the boy that's like your brother. Ain't nobody speak on that. He raps. With Turned Your Back, Gunna refutes rumors that he's looking to leave YSL for a new label home, something that he's previously pushed back against via social media. I heard the rumors saying I'm packing up and flying out. We ain't going nowhere. I'm staying here, gonna fight it out. He pledges. Then in I Was Just Thinking, he talked about Young Thug. Only I done cried cause this feeling for my bro, King Slime. You know my mind, you done watch that grow. Know you hearing the lies that your little brother might fold. Yeah, I had popped out, but don't let him say I told. He sings on the album's penultimate record. So what do we make of all this? Well, quite frankly, and as many have noted online, Gunna was rapping like the rent was due. Perhaps because in his specific case, it was. He had been in jail for months, then got mysteriously released, and after that, had to face plenty of allegations online and from others in the rap community. We may never know the full truth, but Gunna was clearly going to tell his version of things and not listen to all the hate and accusations that have been thrown at him. But, and this is very important, just because you say something doesn't mean that people are gonna believe you. And for some in the community, including some YSL members, they don't believe Gunna, YSL Mondo, and others. As we've just explained, Gunna has been struggling to repair his reputation following accusations of betraying his YSL brethren during their high-profile court case, and the collective's co-founder YSL Mondo now thinks it's best he leaves rap behind. In a recent Instagram story post, Mondo didn't hold anything back while addressing his former YSL partner in rhyme, which was presumably in reaction to the release of Gunna's new project. Despite admiring the rapper for his skills, Mondo makes it clear none of that matters, because he believes Gunna let the side down when he allegedly folded on Young Thug. I heard your album, lil buddy, and like I said, we can't take away the fact that you make good music away from you, but baby boy, you still folded on your mans, he wrote. I can't take you serious. Definitely can't take you serious rapping about street shit, lol. Might as well go gospel. My boy, you done in the streets. YSL Mondo isn't the only person to share his perspective on the matter. Earlier this month, TMZ caught up with Boozy Badass to ponder if he would ever collaborate with Gunna, and he quickly made it clear that there was absolutely no chance. In the Baton Rouge rapper's opinion, no amount of money is good enough for him to work with Gunna, who he dubbed a rat, not even $1 billion. I don't want to talk about a rat, he said. The rapper even took it a step forward by jokingly lumping in the Atlanta rapper with New York's notorious rat infestation. We in New York City, I see about 3 Gunnas right now. One just went under the sewer, he said. Last month, Lil Durk stopped by DJ Academic's Off the Record podcast to discuss the high-profile trial involving the 2 Atlanta rappers. Upon being asked about Gunna's plea deal and subsequent release from prison, Durk makes it clear that he believes Gunna's luck came at a cost, and it was the cost of his friends and business colleagues. That man told. Durk told Academic, "You should have went in there and kept your mouth closed." He continued, "So as you can see, there are multiple rappers, many with ties to YSL or those who've incredible cred in the streets, stating they feel Gunna ratted on the YSL crew and Young Thug. And while it's true that you're supposed to be innocent until proven guilty, sometimes it's hard to prove your truth, especially when good things happen to you for virtually no reason. Plus, we can look at this from another angle to see how many people likely aren't up for working with Gunna." Solo album. When you look at Gunna's album, you'll notice something very important. Mainly, he's singing by himself. Yes, it's his album, but rappers are famous for having multiple collaboration tracks on an album so that they can get attention, potentially gain new fans, and of course, make incredible music. Yet in this new album, it's just Gunna. Now, as some have wisely noted, it might be by design. After all, Gunna has a target on his back, and he clearly used the music he made to state his position and have his truth be heard. But it's also a significant departure from any of his previous projects, which were all stacked with appearances from Atlanta stalwarts like Lil Baby and Future, as well as A-listers from elsewhere like Travis Scott, Roddy Ricch, and Drake. Always popular within a variety of rap circles, it's a little jarring to see a Gunna album entirely devoid of others' vocals. Thus, you could imply that this was due to how Gunna has this snitch cloud looming over him. The rap game does not like snitches, and even if they just think you're a snitch with no true proof, you're in trouble. 6ix9ine had that problem, and he's not making meaningful waves ever since he got out of prison and burned through his post-jail hype. Now Gunna is teasing that something new is coming that could feature big names like Drake and more, but we won't know for sure until it drops. In this strange world we live in, sometimes perception is reality, and if you're perceived as a snitch, then you're a snitch until proven otherwise. Online reactions. But as we all know, Gunna could get the last laugh if fans like his album more than other rappers do. So what have people been saying online? Well, it is a bit mixed. For example, some were saying it was a good album, and even note how it's better than Lil Durk's that came out not too long ago. Durk dissed Gunna just for Gunna to drop a better album. Loudly crying emoji, typed one fan. Gunna dropping album of the year while fake gangsters and real gangsters fighting about whether he's a rat or not, tweeted one person. And that's certainly one way to look at it. Others had a more lukewarm take to the album and how Gunna composed it. This album, it's just Gunna. Like, I don't see how you can get excited about this style of music. It's boring. Not trash, not bad. Production-wise, it's fine. But all 15 songs sound like one song. It's boring. This Gunna album is okay. No songs stand out though. No bangers, no radio singles. Little to no quotable lyrics. Just a steady flow with nice beats, he wrote. So as per usual, people are split on rap music. What a shock. Only the sales numbers will tell how many were willing to listen to Gunna's words. Branded. While the label on Gunna might seem harsh right now, that's very indicative of the world we live in. People are willing to judge others merely by their words, no matter the context or the perceived actions, and brand them as something terrible, even if that's not close to being true. Gunna is trying to fight back, and it's very possible that he might not have snitched on YSL or Young Thug. He did take a plea deal that showed he didn't confess to anything, and maintains he didn't snitch. How far will he go to get that brand of snitch off of him? Only time will tell. And there you go everyone, a look at Gunna's new album, what people are thinking about it, and whether it clears Gunna of the presumed snitching that he allegedly did. Do you think that this was just an attempt to restore his cred? Do you think Gunna will ever shake off these allegations? Or do you think he's going to get exposed and potentially dealt with? Let us know in the comments down below. Be sure to subscribe, and we'll see you next time on the channel.